Okay guys, we're transitioning into the lower extremity portion of this series for the bird dog. We're going to have Celia demonstrate 3 progressions. So if we're not capable of doing the very last one that we show you, I want you to work up to this, okay? So here would be a starting point on how we're going to actually utilize the lower extremity in this maneuver. We're going to start with the easiest and we're going to move to the more aggressive, okay? So here would be the easiest form of doing this. We're just going to keep the toe on the floor and we're going to extend the leg out. So you would be dragging your foot on the floor in this. So I know we're on a table right now, but if we were on the floor, you'd keep your toes touching the floor and you're just going to slide that leg back behind you just like that, okay? That counts as 1 repetition. We can alternate the extremities as we go through these. So we'd go to the left side next, toe touching the floor, extending the leg back, sliding, okay? Now this next one, we're going to come back to the right side and we're going to go to the next step that I want you to work towards, okay? So this one, we're actually going to bring the knee and elevate the leg just like that, okay? And then we'd bring it back in and we can alternate legs in that as well. And we're firing the glute a little bit more in this one, which is what we want in this case. Now again, I want you to focus on keeping this neutral. So even in the first video, I had Celia kind of do this just to show you. If you catch an eye on this or you rewind, when she did that right leg, she kind of started leaning towards me a little bit. We want to see if we can keep that real nice and static here in the lumbar spine as we're going through these. She's also on a wobbly table, which is something that we'd want to add in for instability if we were really going to progress in this treatment. So give her some grace in this one, okay? We're going to move to the last one, okay? Now I want you to watch what she does here. We're going to mix this all together. So it's going to be a push straight out, just like that. So there's no sliding anymore. There's not a bunch of knee bandage. She's kicking straight out. And the angle we'd like to see is if we get a set this down a little bit, we'd want to have this be a nice transition from her upper back down to that heel, okay? And then we'd bring that back in and we'd transition to the other side, bringing that leg straight out, pushing like you're touching your toes to the wall behind you, okay? That's the most advanced part of that. So you can start by doing repetitions with just sliding the foot, alternating sides, progress into the knee bends and kick ups, alternating sides, and then at the last step you would take both legs like how she just did, straight out and bringing them back in. Now again guys, the key to this maneuver is that you have to focus on your core. This is the core program that we're filming. We've got to make sure that the low back is stable. You're actually squeezing the abdominal core while you're performing this. We're not seeing a lot of sway, tilt, sag, lean, any of that stuff. I want this real nice and parallel to the floor, okay? Doing a great job. See you soon.